I know what you're thinking. Preston, I have spent 40 years working towards my retirement, and now you're telling me there's 3 stages I have to consider to this thing? Understanding all of the stages is very important. Not only just to understand what's coming, but also to prioritize how you step through your retirement. At a high level, we have the go-go stage. That is, you're turning, you're burning. You want to spend money, you've got your health, you've got all the bucket list items. Slow go, okay, we're slowing down from that initial stage. We might want to stick around home a little bit longer. And the no-go, you're not really moving anymore. And so you're sticking around home and expenses are at an all-time low. Let's get into more detail. All of these stages are very aptly named. So the go-go stage, this is from the point of retirement to about age 75. You typically have your health, or at least the best the health is going to be in your retirement, and those bucket list travel items, those new hobbies that you're getting into, that is all within the realm of the go-go years. Spending is typically the highest that it will be throughout your entire retirement, and such has the biggest impact on a financial plan because you are spending down resources earlier on, not letting the compound growth work in your favor. To the slow go stage, age 75 to 85. The bucket list is checked off, the travel largely has been completed. There might still be 1 or 2 places that you want to go, or the favorite places that you continue to visit. But even if that's the case, travel insurance might be too expensive now, or just not obtainable. The hobbies that you've explored, those might still exist, or if you can't do them anymore, they might be a thing of the past. People tend to slow down and want to spend more time at home with their routines and settle in. Ryan Morcom, another planner here at Pellegrini Financial, has had this as a key message lately, is that in your slow go years, right in the middle of this stage, is the absolute golden time to consider downsizing. This is the period of time that you have your health. You have both physical and mental, and that capability of making the decisions for yourself. You can decide where you move, when you move, what goes, what stays, what gets gifted, what gets sold. All of the different pieces of the moving puzzle are in your control, and someone else does not have to make that decision for you. Once we start aging out of the slow go years and call it 85, sometimes the physical health goes, and you are no longer able to make these decisions. And this is where some family friction can come into the picture. To the final stage, the no-go stage. This is from age 85 onwards. This is typically, no surprise, where you're not doing much of anything. You're sticking around the house, your routines are set, and you might go here or there for lunch with friends. This stage can be tricky because it can be split into 2 different directions. If your health stays with you, well then your retirement expenses stay as low as they'll ever be. You stay at home, you have your health, you go from there. Or, on the opposite hand, health could start failing and care could be needed. And this is where we have a risk, especially in a couple if both are still with us, that you have double lifestyle expenses where one is still in the home, but one is also in a care facility. And so you can either see the no-go stage being very low expenses or very high expenses depending on health. This uncertainty is why the notion of spending every penny before your end of life is just not feasible. I know countless times we get clients coming in saying, I want to spend everything. I don't want to leave a penny to anyone, kids, government, you name it. And our response time and time again is, you tell me the date that that's going to happen, and I can tell you how much you can spend. But the sad reality of it is no one knows when that time comes. I know my wife's grandma just passed away at 106 years old. If we had planned to spend every penny by age 90, that is 16 years of not having any additional income. Are you a Canadian retiree? What stage are you in? Let us know below.